Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. So a couple of things have been happening lately, one of which is that apparently Lindsay Lohan is suing GTA 5 makers because she believes there is a character that resembles her getting nailed on a pool table. Okay then. Second thing, apparently Zac Efron checked into rehab about 4 months ago for heroin use. Well, it is a Disney Channel star, so it doesn't surprise me they turned to drugs, but what gets me is that, oh, you live in California where weed's legal and you choose heroin? So yeah, that kind of, apparently it was kept under, hush-hush, you know, people didn't, like, make a big deal about it or nothing. But, apparently, which surprises me because, you know, it's A-list or B-list or whatever the fuck list, just a celebrity that everyone should fucking know because of, you know, whatever. And it went under reps. That's what surprised me is it went under reps. I thought, another Disney Channel star or Disney actor on drug use. It really isn't news to the world exactly, but, yeah. Like, you know how many fucking people play GTA 5? Lindsay Lohan shouldn't be suing, she should be flattered. It's like, oh look, you're giving me exposure again because I haven't done movies in a while. Oh. And actually, I'm mistaken, she did a couple movies a while back. I just, I don't know. I can't remember what was the last movie she did. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I joke, but outside, yeah, I can't remember the names of the movies she's done in the recent years here. I'm not going to bother looking them up because it's not the point of the video. But yeah, anyway, But yeah, people act all shocked when they find that Disney Channel stars are drug addicts. I'm like, well, their excuse is that, oh, they abducted me when I was young and told me to sing and act all cutesy and shit for the public to adore until I got too old, and then they kicked me out, and now I'm free with all this money. What do you think they're going to do? But some stars, they play it smart, they invest their money, maybe they go to college or whatever, that's cool, but some of them just throw it away on drugs and alcohol, and the world gets to watch, And it's not just Disney Channel stars that go a little off the deep end sometimes. Nickelodeon stars have been known to do that too, and it's the same concept, I think, as when you're a child, and they basically give you your job for the rest of your life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is what gets me. They're choosing heroin and nasty shit like that when they live in California, where weed's legal. That shit don't make no goddamn sense. But I guess it is what it is, They get caught photographed smoking it by God. It's all over the tabloid magazines, I should feel kind of sorry for JB because he had to apologize for smoking it. It wasn't a, hey, I'm a wannabe rock star in the drying up entertainment industry of Hollywood here. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want. He actually had to apologize for it. That kind of makes me laugh. Some people on Facebook have been asking, Josh, have you smoked marijuana? And the answer is yes. It helps me deal with my autism, plain and simple. I've tried the other prescription pills they give you for autism, and the truth of it is, it just doesn't work for me. There's a little chemical in my brain called dopamine, and it's the chemical that makes you feel good, you know what I'm saying? And part of having my Asperger's syndrome is my brain doesn't produce enough dopamine, and, so... yeah, smoke a little bit of dope and that fixes that problem right up. But, all bullshit aside, so how's Colorado doing with their money situation since they've legalized? Pretty fucking well, I bet you. That money starts circulating through Congress, and then the government starts seeing that check, and they're gonna go, well, wait a second, that's a lot of fucking money. Let's throw in a couple more states at this, and let's see if we can't increase our tax money a bit or whatever. Well, wouldn't that be nice? At this point, it's like, how the fuck do they even pick the next state to legalize in? Do they have like someone blindfold you with like a dart and needle and a little map of the United States of America? They spin them around in a nice little circle and say, chuck the dart, and wherever it lands, they legalize it there next. I don't know. Or maybe they have a bunch of chickens, like 56, or like 48 chickens in a giant circular arena. And each chicken has the name of a state on it. They cut each chicken's head off, and the chicken that stands up the longest, that state gets legalized next. I don't know. But what I do know is that if you see a Disney Channel star, or a former Disney Channel star, or a former Nickelodeon star go to rehab for drug problems, it shouldn't come as a shock to you, considering, you know, some of the circumstances they're given, you know, at the point of their parents telling them, hey, you gotta do your homework, you know, and they're like, I'll do what the fuck you say. I make more money than you, you know, shit like that. And that just, ugh. But my advice to you is, if you're given an opportunity like that, where you're able to make a decent amount of money doing some shitty tween show on some shitty network, then take the best of it, and when you get out of that show, you know, do something positive with your life, because, you know, you don't want to end up like the other tragic cases you see on the news these days about celebrities going to rehab because they're drug addicts. And I'm like, yeah, well, welcome to society. We're all drug addicts in our own special way. And this is what gets me. Now that, obviously, Colorado ran out on the first day their shop opened, you know, now, if more states would have been legal, they could have been like, oh, we need to get some more supply, you know, and they travel to the next day that's legal, and, you know, but no, they... Oh, well. Now, some people are worried that they might lose money if they legalize weed. I've heard some people that are in charge of certain things in the state here, they're saying that, oh, we might lose money and people become hopelessly addicted if we legalize weed. I'm like, lose money? Ha! Look at Colorado. Look at Colorado. Now, wouldn't it be nice if that kind of money is in your own state's back pocket? Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, you may not like marijuana, but the truth of it is that when you're busting the pothead, it's coming out of everyone's pocket, not just the cops busting you for it. And it's kind of sad, actually. I think it can make more money than it is to bust people for it, but that's just my 2 cents. So I said, the sooner we legalize this shit, the better. It's one less problem we gotta fucking deal with. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If the government wants us to be obedient and believe every fucking lie they say, wouldn't it make sense to go, oh, if we legalize weed, make everyone happy so they can only have a chance to get stoned, and then half the population, well over half the population, believe anything we say? Awesome! Because stats show that well over half the country smokes pot. And you're willing to, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you're one of those smaller rural communities that, you know, doesn't have that great of an economy, and you want new police cars for your little police station. Oh, that's cute. You know, you want to have the fast, badass cars all the bigger cities have, right? Well, if you're going to bust a pothead, that's definitely not going to happen in the near future. If you were to legalize weed, you probably have, like I said in that one video, cars that fucking fly, man. But, whatever. I'd probably try heroin once just to see what the fuss is about. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it again. Well, you can't say that because heroin's very addicting. Well, actually, I tried coke once, and it was alright. You know, it was a nice little buzz going there, but I didn't feel the urge to go back to it, and supposedly marijuana is a gateway drug, right? Bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Now, keep in mind, actually, when I tried coke the first time I tried it, I actually had a little wooden tobacco pipe with me, and I stuffed it with weed, spice, coke, and pipe tobacco, all in one bowl, and just roasted that shit. Oh my god, I was ripped. It was awesome. So yeah, I've done a little bit of experimenting with drugs, but my favorite has to be marijuana, even though it's not a drug. You know what I'm saying? It's a plant. It's a plant like corn, and you can get high with corn. You make fucking moonshine after that shit. But the reason why they only legalize corn is because it makes our country too much money. It's a valuable crop, you know. We want to make our corn flakes and our corn in a can. And speaking of corn, isn't corn an awesome band? Too late, I'm coming undone, too late. But seriously, folks. So that being said, if you want marijuana legalized, talk to your politicians. Mention Colorado as much as you possibly can. Be like, hey, look at the economy in Colorado. What do you even ask for our state if we could have this? Huh? There's ways of protesting in a passionate way that doesn't involve violence, if that makes any sense, So I'll just keep mentioning that in every fucking video I make until it gets legalized everywhere. I don't give a shit. Because the way I see it, the longer you keep marijuana illegal, the longer you're fucking yourselves up the ass with your own goddamn economy. Plain and simple. Now let's say one of these cops or DEA agents, okay, let's say one of their loved ones was sick with cancer and the only option they had to get rid of it was marijuana or die, and they chose marijuana. Now, likelihood of them getting busted for it, they're probably like, no, they're not going to bust them for it because, people they know work for the force and work for the DEA, so we're not going to bust them because that would be immoral and wrong, wouldn't it? But the guy down the street who has ADHD and just wants to be able to think at a normal rate, smokes a little bit of weed to slow down his thought process so he can focus on his day-to-day activities or his or her day-to-day activities. Oh, you're going down, scumbag. So, yeah. And then you get those cops who go, oh, I just busted some guy with pot. I'll list half of what's really there, keep a third of that for myself, and then sell the rest of it on the street and make a little extra cash in my own goddamn pocket. And it's crooked. It sucks when you find out about that shit happening. But if you legalize weed, they wouldn't have that authority or that power because you could just go buy it at the fucking store. It wouldn't be an issue. And really, it shouldn't be an issue. But unfortunately it is, and one way or another, the next state, it's only a matter of time. So, for those of you who continue to partake, smoke up, keep smoking, eventually it'll be legal, Some of us don't really care if it's illegal or not. Some of us believe that, it's for conditions, and some of us just smoke it for recreational use, it's just a matter of who you talk to. And the unfortunate thing is, like I said, the money going to a drug cartel, which are fuel more supply for the demand, just, it's not going to be in your shit's pocket. That does not just suck. It does, doesn't it? So, yeah, I didn't even hear anything about it. So apparently when celebrities do go through some shit, it can be kept under wraps if they choose to. So I wonder how that works. Like, if a celebrity's going through some shit, do they choose, hey, keep it quiet, don't want to make a big deal about it, or they go, I don't care, I'm a celebrity, it'll be more exposure for me, just talk about it in every fucking magazine possible so everyone can know about my problems because they're so significant. But, yeah, if, Zac Efron's getting clean for his own personal whatever, good for him, at least he's got some idea, But, yeah, and addiction, it's one of those things, the person has to want to quit. You can't force someone to quit. I mean, you can send them to treatment, and they kind of go along with it, like whatever. But the truth of addiction is that someone has to want to quit before they'll quit. You can't physically force people to quit their disgusting habit. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and see y'all later.